Good afternoon and happy Easter and all that other wonderful stuff. It is an unusual Easter in that the NBA playoffs have gotten started and the NHL, the regular season, is still going. It still feels wrong to me. It just does. By now, it should be playoff time. So, today we had Florida and Detroit all by themselves. This game was all on its own, and I think we knew from the start who was going to win it. It was a matter of how. And this is the thing with Florida, is that every win feels unique, but really it just looks like they're spring loaded at any given time. So you can watch them, kind of pinned down in their own zone for little short periods during a game. But for me, watching their games, all I keep thinking is as soon as that puck's turned over, you're dead. As soon as they get that puck, it's done. They're going to get angry that you've got it in their zone. So we've got this juggernaut in the East in Florida. We've got a juggernaut in the West in Colorado. They're 2 points separate from one another, 2 points separated atop the NHL in points. They're fighting it out for the President's Trophy. And so, Florida and Colorado will be sexy picks at the time when playoffs get started, to meet one another in the playoffs for the first time since 1996 when they last met in the Stanley Cup Final. It's Knight versus Nedeljkovic in this one. Despite the score, I thought Ned had a good game. I did. Bennett crashes into Nedeljkovic early on, but it was Ernie's stick that ends up catching Nedeljkovic high. He was okay. He stayed in the game. Larkin then had a fast break that saved. The Panthers get an early power play. It wasn't great. And then there's 31 seconds of 4-on-4 when Florida takes a penalty. So Detroit comes out with the power play as well. Neither power play was very crisp. It took until about 30 seconds left for the Wings to be able to set theirs up. And then it was killed off. At this point in the game, the shots are 4-3 in favor of Detroit. Now, rabbit ears. I want to talk about it's Easter, so people wear rabbit ears, and I'm not sure what you're going for. I don't understand. So, to me, it would be like at Christmas wearing just a Santa beard and everything else. And even that I think is, anyways. It's just weird. It's like cat ears at Halloween. Look, I'm a rabbit. Look, I'm a cat. You're not. You're not a rabbit. You're not a cat. You're a person. Stop it. And some of the outfits you can see with the rabbit ears or the cat ears, not quite cat or rabbit like. So Hornqvist has a sharp angle shot that saved. You're not going to hear that anywhere else on a review, will you? Panthers press, but they go offside during that. They then press again at 9 minutes. The feed dies. Off to the computer I go. Here's the problem. It's an ESPN feed. So I didn't have an alternative on TV. I also did not have an alternative on the computer through the NHL.com site. So I had to go to the radio for a bit and listen to some radio. So, as it took me a bit to get in with the radio, I can only assume that during that time that was not on TV, we were contacted by aliens from another world. We will hear about first contact occurring during this game. Might explain why Detroit was kind of not able to get a better effort in terms of score, because maybe they were just distracted by the aliens they'd seen earlier. That's my theory. And because nothing was on television, it was only on the radio. Sure, why not? So there, and anybody at the arena had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, so they can't tell anybody what they saw. All right, now that I've had my X-Files moment, it did come back after a few minutes of being off. I assumed I missed something amazing, and even the announcer said, "Oh yeah, you guys missed great. There was so much great stuff going on." Larkin then has a rush. Gagne nearly scores. The Wings had the edge with 7 minutes left. But again, you know that Florida's spring-loaded. You know that they're capable of just taking over a game, and it's a matter of when. When are they going to take over the game? So the Wings had a 3-on-2 that was defended. The Panthers get a power play. The fans did not agree with that power play. There was a shorthanded rush for Larkin. That was saved. Power play's killed off. Zadina has a chance saved and held, and with 40.9 seconds left, the Wings get a power play. So a lot of power plays in the first, but again, not very successful. Zadina had a blast saved in closing seconds, so we go to the second period. Raymond has a net feed that deflects to Knight. That's covered up. Panthers then finished off the kill. Verhaeghe fires one high on a rush, and this is what you have to watch for. Rush chances, transition. Rush chances, transition. It's something that Carolina early in the season was doing just as well as Florida. Carolina is starting to struggle on that side now, and of course the defensive end. And it looks like defensively, Florida's getting it together. So, DeKaiser has a net feed that's cleared out, and you could see that things are turning. Suter had a tip that was saved in close, but then the Panthers start picking up that momentum. And I was like, all right, I've seen this. This is where they start making those crisp cross-ice passes Nice little no-look pass here and there, and you can just see stick to stick to stick. It is something to behold. And then Duclair scores from Barkov and Montour at 5:02. So it was around the 4:30 mark that I was like, oh, they're winding it up. Duclair then nearly adds another, and at 6:32 they do add another. It's Reinhart from Marchment and Lindbaum. That one scored on a rush. The Panthers nearly add another. Raymond is denied on a rush opportunity. Then there's a press by the wings, but they're kept to the outside. Florida's not giving them a lot at the net at this point. The speed transition, it's so ridiculous how easy Florida makes this look. The effortlessness of this is what really makes it look scary. I understand it's Detroit. I get that it's Detroit. But I've seen Florida do this almost every single game they've played for the last, 6 weeks? Panthers press. They can't set up before the wings get a hold of it. So the wings were doing their best to make sure that the Panthers couldn't set up shop in their zone and really fire it around. And the wings were trying to counter it. But then Lundell scores from Reinhart on a rebound at 14:23. And then at 14:51, Mammon scores from Luostarinen and Hornqvist. The Red Wing fans are then shown in the crowd. There was one kid that looked not happy with his Red Wings jersey. There was another guy didn't look happy wearing his Red Wings jersey at that moment. It's Florida. So I understand the optimism of go home team go, but it's Florida. This is kind of what I had expected. Huberdeau fires high in the next shift. All Panthers. They had 7 shots in a row at that point. Panthers press with 3 minutes left. Riley Barber then fired wide on a rush. Vrana then had a screenshot that was saved and held. We go to the third period. It's 4-0. So 4 goals in the second period. And again, while I've got the no mercy magnet on the board, we'll talk about that in a moment, it just felt like Florida could just score at will in this one. Third period, Panthers pick up where they left off. Velena with a rush chance, that's blocked. Another good game for Knight. Spencer Knight was very good when tested. Shots were only 2-1 for the Panthers at 4.5 minutes. The Wings get a power play. So this is where you're looking to make it 4-1. It becomes 5-0. Lundell scores from Barkov at 5:04. And this is Sasha Barkov at his best. He gets the turnover, and then he went beast mode with it. And when I say beast mode, I just mean you're not getting the puck off of his stick. So he gets it over to Lundell. Lundell buries it, and then the Panthers finish the kill. Barkov, to me, is still their best forward. Verhaeghe then has a rush chance that's saved and held. That is a praise for Barkov, not a damnation towards the always stellar Huberdeau, who I said was 2 years ago. I said I thought he was the most underrated player in the league. Now here we are. So Verhaeghe has a rush chance that's saved and held. Lundell misses one wide on a rush. As you get the feeling this could just get worse. Panthers are getting lots of chances on rushes and that really strong transition game where you have the puck, you have the puck, you have the puck, and then, oh, they have it, and it's in our net. Where did that come from? And it's all the time. Luostarinen has a rush chance that's saved, and then Suter breaks the shutout from Vrana and Zadina at 12:04. It was a nice 3-way pass. No chance for Spencer Knight on that one. And Suter puts it in. So the fans had some reason to cheer until 13-14 when Forsling, who's all of a sudden getting goals, he's up to 9 on the season now. He scores from Giroux, just a blast from the point. Vrana's then denied in close. Knight holds, and in the end, your final score is 6-1 for Florida. So I put this magnet, your sweep the leg, your no mercy magnet for your Cobra Kai bit. 5-0, I put that on the board, and then when Detroit scored, I took it off the board, and then at 6-1, I put it back on the board. Now, what's interesting is, it's a 6-1 win, no points for Huberdeau. His 13-game scoring streak is over, and this is the kind of game people would point to if they vote for Matthews, if they vote for McDavid. It's not that Huberdeau's not a great player. Absolutely not. He's fantastic. It's that if Matthews were to get hurt, Toronto's done. They're not going to win a Stanley Cup without Matthews. And if McDavid was out for Edmonton, their road gets a lot worse. The amazing thing with Florida is that if something happened, if Huberdeau got hurt, I don't think it would slow them down that much. And I say that because Ekblad's been out for how long? They're still lethal. And they could get Ekblad back for the playoffs. Scary team. They're 54-15-6 with the loss. Detroit 29-37-10. The shots in this one, 13-12 Florida in the first, 16-13 Florida in the second, 10-9 Florida in the third. Final shots 39-34. So Florida almost gets to 40 shots again, which is standard for them. Power plays, Florida 0 for 2, Detroit 0 for 3. The hits 27-25 for Florida. Spencer Knight saves 33 out of 34. Nedeljkovic saves 33 out of 39. the stats aren't great for Nedeljkovic, but it's not on him. This is how lethal Florida is. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, happy Easter, everybody. There are 5 other games on. Remembering, I'm going to a concert later on today, so that review will be posted late tonight. Again, with apologies for that, but it'll be nice to be out and doing stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to the Canucks game tomorrow night, which hopefully won't be this lopsided tomorrow. But anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And, of course, since we're getting closer to the playoff time, that's usually the magnet I use for the playoff series for Florida. And I have a funny feeling I'll be using that one again. Thank you guys for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.